Hello. Sick bite, by the way, Lancer. Well done. Nice muscle. Doing great. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a great night. Hope you're looking forward to some more Guardian's Crusade. Hopefully tonight goes a lot smoother. Still just doing some game walkthrough and such. Dracula guy. Fantastic. Good job, Lancer. Good work. Excellent effort. All right. Yeah. So we're doing kind of the same thing we did last night. We're going from game start. That is too loud. There we go. We're going from game start. We're not running with a timer. We're just kind of getting a feel for the run again. Trying to grab a way to be recycling your own jokes. I mean, look, if it works well the first time, who says it can't work well the 8th time? Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're vibing. Accidentally talked to the mayor an extra time. Yeehaw. Whoop, wrong direction. And we're out of here. What? What kind of alarm was it? Was it like a phone alarm or? Was there a fire? East. Back from hell. Okay, so this is the best encounter we can find here. They tend to give the best experience, and they're also really easy to kill and also deal almost no damage. Yeah. Like a ringing throughout the entire story with no idea why? That sounds awful. Hope you accomplished everything you needed to accomplish at that grocery store, though. No, not the lime Doritos. Also, I guess we're having a three-fight route 1 anyway. What a bummer. All right, we're level 2. We're moving on. Oops. That was super clean. Nice. That was a really good start. Yeah, damn. He clean. We're going to summary for all the chapters of the main group from Stereo Chronicles. We version 3, 1, and 2 were never finished. Go figure. That's how it is. It's always how it is. Hell yeah. Thanks, friend. I look forward to them deets. Stop attacking Wymie. Stop attacking Wymie. Please, dear God, I'm dead. I do not believe that I can come back from that. That's an ideal encounter because it's the easiest one that I can get. And I biffed it anyways. All right, we got another shot. Hold it together, Knight. Oh my God, he's done it. Should have done that the first time. Didn't even get a level up? What? Never mind. RNG decided that I'm not allowed to play this game. That's absolutely insane. Character 7 and 8 are secret. Ooh. No, I'm just dead. Let me see if there is a way that I can survive this. No, I'm just dead. I did not actually have a way to win that encounter. Fun fact. So this run would have been dead without any option. I attacked Wymie too many times in the first fight because I didn't have a choice. That's not up to me. And then the second fight gave me minimal experience, so I didn't level up. And then the third fight was exactly what it needed to be able to kill me guaranteed. Because Barafins just deal way too fucking much damage. That's hilarious, and I love this game. Yeah, we'll go from here. I don't think I need to dump a bunch of practice into the very beginning of the game anymore. Another random thing, last night you learned that Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wing speedruns all done by exactly one guy. Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was all done by one guy, but that's pretty cool. I have heard of Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wing speedruns existing, but... Stop attacking the toy. Stop attacking the toy. Okay. Also... on the topic of Roya deets, and I'm not going to go over any details because the people that are in the game, some of them come by the stream every now and then, but I have rewritten a lot of things. Well, rewritten a few things and went into way more detail on everything else. Apocalypse shield loops? The hell does that mean? I'm not familiar with your game, as the kids would say. Alright, I should get a level up from this fight, and it'll give me enough psychic points to be fine for Mushmare. Nice. Now I just don't do any fights between now and Mushmere, and I'll be fine. Almost happened anyways. That sucked. Time if you can get his mischarge up fast enough, you set on for the person. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Alright, I am going to use a Psychic Potion here, or a Peach Potion here. Just to make sure that I've got Psychic Points. I don't think I'm going to level up from this fight. But I want to make sure I have enough Psychic Points for the escape. The corner. Nah, I turned the camera too many times, otherwise my movement would have been correct. Oh, heck yeah. It's always really satisfying when something you did in your regular playthrough ends up being like a strategy used in speedruns. It's always cool. If I'm not mistaken, I had an experience like that with Minish Cap. But I don't remember anymore what it was. That was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I'm level 5 right now. Okay, so I have a lot of power, a lot of strength, but I do not have a lot of power right now. My HP is low, but I'm dealing a lot of damage, which I'm not a big fan of. Normally, I'm a big fan of glass cannon builds, but not in this game. Oh my god. The double one-shot? Yeah, no, that power needs a lot of help. Oh, crap. Oh, shoot. Did you see what level I was? I didn't actually see what level that was. I think I'm level 6. That's okay. I figured that was the case, and also that's fine. There's level 7. I did not see what power I got, but not a huge fan of what I was seeing up before that level. So we'll see how things start going when I'm on the rest of the grind. Come on. Okay, good deal. Well, the problem with that Lancer is it can't be. If I don't have good power, I cannot survive the mid-game. Also not entirely sure what causes that voiding. If there was a way that I could avoid it, then we would be able to save a little time on that split. Because sometimes I get it and sometimes I don't, and I'm not sure why one is caused by the other. Gotta avoid the Noid. Dude, I can't. Last time I went to Domino's, I found an actual Noid sticker sitting on the Domino's front door. I didn't know they still used the Noid. Alright, let's see what happens. Can I get slide? Can we first try this nonsense? Nope. What? Oh god. I had no idea that happened. Can you imagine like a timeline where that remained permanent? Hatsune Miku became the official sponsor and mascot for Domino's. That's fantastic. I always love that kind of stuff. Alright, let's see what we got. No? Really? That looked super good, though. Alright, well, in that case, I'm not going to waste a bunch of time on this. Let's just practice from the save state. That won't work. No. That will. Yep. Cool. Three in a row. He's done it. He's a god. Easy. Now I'm curious, how viable is it for me to just skip that initial save? As I'm going through, it is very risky because depending on the stats I ended up with, that toy soldier can just one-shot me and kill me. And then the run's just over. Oh. That was really scary. Has analog dabbing? What does that mean? One. Two. Now we defend. Good. Okay, so as long as I've got... Oh, okay, this is a very high agility save state. Holy cow. Okay. Yikes. Oh, it's a video game. Okay. I don't know why, but I was imagining like a webcomic story thing. Alright, I'm gonna use the first turn to attack, second turn to use a peach potion. It was made for Game Jam. Ah, okay. Nice. Okay. One. Nice, crit. There's two. You defend. And what I'm curious of, what I want to check, is I want to see how viable it is. Okay, power at 25. Yeah, it's barely staying ahead. I'm curious to see if on this last fight, if I can save a turn and, if I can save a turn and just go Pyro to Bomb. I don't know how much damage he deals. Okay, it's very risky. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay. Like, I think you, unless you get absolutely insane power, then no. 25 is kind of about par. Like, I'd expect to be at about 100 at this point. A little over is kind of what I look for, so it's pretty serviceable power. I got some good level ups through this guy, so that's good. One. Two. Oh, that's right. In the last fight, you don't need to bomb. Just kill him. And that's 13. Dude, that agility is so high. Yeah, absolutely. It's not complete dog shit. You know what? Now that I'm curious, let me see. because I can look up how much agility the Toy Knight has. And this is the time to do it. This is the time to look this kind of stuff up. List. Monster and enemy info. The Toy Knight. Okay, agility is the blue one. Okay, so he only has 20 agility, so that would be why I outsped him. So I guess you only would get outsped if your agility is kind of trash. So with that in mind, you can skip the save after Triscan skip as long as you outspeed the Toy Knight. As long as that's how agility works. If it's as long as your number's higher, then you're good. But let me see. Okay, it doesn't say in any of the notes. I'm gonna post the question, maybe somebody knows. If anyone's still awake at this point. Questions posted. I don't know if anybody's still awake in this Discord that would have the information I'd be looking for, and that's okay. A lot of the people that run this game are either across the pond or across quite a few ponds. And I have someone to ban. And you guys can't see the message because it says restricted. Okay, cool. Coming for your ass, Obsidian. True. We're gonna get them. At least that's the plan. Because we're only like, I think like 2 minutes off of world record right now. There's one. I've got 2 peach potions here. No, I want to save after this. So I'm not going to use items here. Was it? Was it only by that much? I think if you just go speedrun.com/GC, it'll take you to the leaderboard. Or I can do it. I'm not in a run right now. Me giving you a job to do. Yeah, 40 seconds. It's 2:11:49 4 years ago, and then I was at 2:12:26 3 months ago. Oh my god, and I failed Uganga skip in that run. That's hilarious. That lost me like, I mean, at least a minute. That's so funny. That's why I didn't get world record, is because I failed the easiest trick in the run. I forgot all about it. Oh, that's hilarious. So we go over here, we save at the end. I always forget the doors before her, not after. And the reason that I save here instead of just using the peach potion during the mimic fight is because dying to a Bobo dragon if I don't have good run chance is spooky scary. So what I'll do now is I run back down here. And now things will spawn again, and we fight, hopefully, a green dragon. Or a green dino. Nope. Uh-oh. Well. That's cool and neat. That's why we save. But now things should spawn, because I should have cleared all the garbage junk from the thing. So yeah, we have spawning enemies. All right, let's find out what we get. Oh, cool. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, like 2 p.m.? Damn. Yeah, no, I had work today, so I've been up since 7. And then I did have a little bit of time to play around with a little bit of gaming. I did some Mario Kart. Are you serious? All right, you know what? Heck darn. Let's fight it. Let's try it. So we Viper. We Pyro. We Da-Bomb. We defend. We snooze. We defend. That will not kill. We defend and hope that he dies and I live? No. Yeah. Fighting Bobo is really unlucky. This would be another dead run, and I don't know what I would do about this, honestly. I mean, I guess I could rest at the inn again. What's my luck stat? Hold on. That's why. That's why I can't run. Yikes. You've seen the bondage skit? Amazing. What a great game of content. Oh, I forgot to show something. Kiddo got me something really cool for Christmas. So he's old enough to be able to do his own Christmas shopping, kind of, sort of. It takes a little guidance and a little redirection to remind him that he's shopping for someone else, not just for things that he thinks are cool. But he got me this little guy, this little Magikarp figure. It's got posable fins. Kinda, I can configure my hands to know. But he also got me this. It was a set. So I've got a little Gyarados, and the Gyarados can, like, his digits turn and stuff like that, so. I've got these guys set up on my computer tower so I can see them all the time. Gyarados is staring at me. And I love it. I can. All of his digits are fully twistable. Well, not all of his digits. Like, every, like, 3 segments, it's twistable. So yeah, like, if I really wanted to, I could just, hold on, let me just, oops. Just pop him off of there. Like, if I really want to, I can just twist all this around and just kind of almost completely Ouroboros the boy. I might actually, hold on, does it bend any further than that? Not enough to make it worth it. Yeah, there we go. I can, in fact, Ouroboros the boy. But yeah, it's a neat little figure, and I like it a lot. And so I have him hanging out on my desk, or on top of my computer tower. This side. There we go. Neat. It's fun and cool, and it's something that I can look at every day and be happy. Load. But anyway, this would be another dead run. Funnily enough, it would just be over. Because I cannot get myself to stop finding Bobos, and I have bad running luck. But we'll just skip past this, because I know how to do Bobo grinding. That's not something I need to practice. I don't have a Trisk and Slides save state. That's nuts. Well, also this state doesn't have speed up on it. Wait, yeah, it does. I was gonna say this bond just because basically I'm like, well, well, that's fun. I am, oh God. Why? Stop spawning. gonna go ahead and do... I can't set this as a save state, really, because well, I can. I just can't play it from this point. Because this is before the Bobo grind, because I still have one more fight of, whatchamacallit left to do. So, which state am I on? 4, 5... Let's just save it here. Let's see what I have on the various other states. Oh, that's right. I accidentally saved over that one. So let's go back. So it's going to be what, 6? Yeah. Well, put it on 5. Save. Okay. Because I read in a book, of course. That's what they all say. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, tap diagonal real quick. Okay. No, it wasn't a crash. That was just me not getting this text box. That. Because that's what lets me slip past the guards. So it was just me getting confused. Sorry, Lancer. No crash yet. Ta-da! You say I've Crash 4 to tide me over. True! What, you don't want to do any Crash Bash? No Crash Bashers in tonight? Oh, I totally die here. I forgot. The save state was put before doing any grinding. Oh. Anyway, it's fine. It's not what that was for. Let's just go from what? Carmine? From post Carmine? I think we can just practice from here. Yeah, we'll just practice from here. Everything else is pretty cut and dry. Dude, I always forget that Crash Boom Bang exists. Isn't that the shitty Mario Party clone? That's just like really bad? Yeah, I watched a speed run of it. And the speed run is like 100% RNG. It can either be like 7 minutes or multiple hours. All right, give me an Igor. Oh. Oh. Let's go. Wii version of Mind Over Mutant. I never played that one either. I played Crash 1 and 2. And then Twinsanity. I enjoyed Twinsanity. That was a fun one. And then that was it. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. This is the God run? I would say if we were actually in a speed run. Because this is like, that's ideal. I also played Crash 3 Warped. That's another one I played. Forgot about that one. Cool. This room is actually really easy, and I don't know why I fuck it up so much. I almost did fuck it up there because I didn't change my camera first. All right, I don't need to practice this. I don't have a state for Uganga skip. You gonga be kidding me. Well, that sucks. All right, in that case, we will just... We'll run it back from here, and I will play through, because I do want a save state at Uganga Skip, because it's the last, like, glitch of the run. Or you know what? I think it's fuck it, we ball. I think that's what I want to do. What time is it? 9:22? Yeah, I can fit a run in. Just that I don't have too many save states for the end of the run, so... I kind of just want to say screw it and do it. Layout main. Do I not have layout splits on this, or do I just have to literally just... No, I don't. I don't do that. Oh, I know. Boink. He found me. It's a dragon. Yep, that's my 212.26. Sum of best is 156.29. With really good RNG, a sub 2 hour is super possible. All right, let me change my stuff. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Never mind, it didn't work. What's the shortcut I put for that? Insert toggles the global hotkeys. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, yeah, acoustic's pretty cool. I do like them. All right, it's a night A kind of run because I literally missed the start button. All right, do not expect this to go well. Even if I get good RNG, my execution is not going to be as clean as it used to be. So expect a lot of red splits, and that's okay. If it's night AA vibes, then I broke something, because that exceeds the character limit. Okay, we're out at 140. We're on pace, actually. Wildly enough. Ah, that sucks. Oh, nice crit, though. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're fine. Eat. For a meme category? Tell me. All right, if I get at least 11 experience, I level up here. I think it was 9 experience, actually. Name the baby Mr. Kill as fast as possible. I will say I do like the idea of a meme category of name the child. Call it Godfather %. Good shopping. Being 5 seconds ahead with a pre-sign encounter is kind of huge. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about the one in, whatever the hell that vacation city is called. On the island. Yeah, no, I kind of like that. Don't be fooled by the green splits. That's completely RNG. Having only 2 encounters is pretty good. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. We're dead. Yeah. I have to just run from that. Barafins deal about 16 damage, and I'm not gonna have the power to get through. I'm not gonna have the strength. The ability to deal enough damage before it's over. So that is an unfortunate waste of resources and time, but it's just RNG, it's just how it be. That heal means nothing. I didn't even level up? Oh my god. Alright, this run's probably dead. Hope for 2 worms and no poison. That was the exact RNG required to kill me. No other outcome would have killed me. Alright, we try again. That's so funny. Clean. No, just night. I'm thinking about the Godfather percent, and I feel like there should be a way to slide there. So the category would literally be set up slide, slide to the island, name the child, and hit time. Oh, that's right. I remember. I had completely forgotten about Rear Kicker. Which also, what a great nickname for a Hitmonlee. 10 out of 10. Respect. I got a 139 getting out of town this time. That camera movement coming out of the mayor's house is actually kind of 10 out of 10. Kind of schmoovy. Okay, we love the enemy RNG here. He's gonna follow me. That's perfect. Oh my god. Eat. Ah, okay. Okay. Need 15 experience for the next level. I think I got 7, so not ideal. Could have been better. I hate Monkey Tail. Fuck out of my face. Didn't even level up. No. All right, if I find another monkey tail, I'm dead. All right, we have to candy bar this. So it's gonna be hella red. I was leaving shopping at this time last run. Dude, I know. Like, Mr. Mime isn't very tanky, but dying to a Hydro Pump from a horsey is kind of nuts. I don't know what I'm doing. 6. I got about 7 on accident. I don't actually care. Yeah, absolutely. We lost 30 seconds. We lost 30 seconds because of RNG and a little bit of crappy movement, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I was clean for most of that. Oh, run's dead. 3, 2, 1. You know what? Actually, hold on. I'm curious. I need to know because I'm thinking about it. This was Heart Gold, right? Do you remember what level your Mr. Mime was? I'm not finding even a horsey here. Horsey was like 35. Okay, that works for me. Okay, so because I cannot know like the IVs and EVs and nature and whatever, I'm just going off of perfect IVs, neutral nature, no EVs. But a Hydro Pump crit with Sniper specifically is a guaranteed one-shot. Because it deals 101% to 120%. No other situations. Yeah, so the horsey had 0 IVs, you're right. So now if you had perfect IVs, which I think when it comes to figuring out between IVs and EVs, I think I'm not even going to bother about it. A level 38 Mr. Mime, it has a 31% chance to die from a hydro pump. So sniper crit was a 1 in 3 chance with variance based on the thing. What the hell's going on? Oh, I was typing. No. Forgot to turn off the thing. You know what I want to do here? Hold on. Insert. I'm gonna turn that off. So, Lil Worm. Yeah, so a double Lil Worm. Wow, this is rough. So when it comes to the Lil Worms, they can give anywhere between 3 and 9 experience. That means that the combat encounter with 2 Lil Worms can potentially give up to 18 experience, and you need 15 experience to level up. So if you get a double Lil Worm and they give next to max experience, you can level up on the first fight, or they could give 6 experience if they hate you. And then the Noins, the big worms, and the monkey tails are 3 to 9 and 3 to 10. So you're still getting almost no experience. So, wowie zowie. Yeah, this opening cinematic's pretty wild. Okay. Let's go back to doing a run and we'll see how it goes. As a full heads up, I am not having a stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is New Year's Eve. Wife and I have plans to play Mario Kart. So we're gonna play Mario Kart to ring in the new year. And that'll be fun. Which means I'll be back on Monday for more Guardians Crusade. Hopefully getting a world record. Yeah, just get a Switch 2 with Mario Kart World. As well as the Nintendo Switch Online. It's the perfect crime. If this run doesn't pan out, then we'll need to do something else for the rest of stream. And since you're the only one here, I'll leave it up to you of what we want to do. We could do some Mega Bonk. Could do, oh, hey, Straight Line. I was looking at the viewer count and it said only 1. And since Lancer's talking to me, I assume that would be the one. But also, hi, Straight Line. Welcome on in. I lost 3 seconds. Feel like I was looking at other things. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a great night. But yeah, if this run doesn't pan out, we could do Mega Bonk. We could do some of the Link to the Past thing. The Infinity Dungeon, whatever's. It's like an hour. We don't have time for a Minish Cap randomizer. Oh, on that topic though, the 3 of us in the I think we just got minimum experience from that. Love that for us. Three of us in the Guardians Crusade Discord were talking about setting up an archipelago multi-world randomizer. Which, if you're familiar with those words, or I guess if you're not familiar with those words, basically we'd have the three of us playing 3 different games, and then the randomizer would put all of the checks from all 3 games into one pool and then randomize them out. So we were talking about doing something like that. Are you kidding me? A 4 fight? Holy cow. It only takes 15 experience. He's got to give a minimum of 3. What the fuck? Good lord. But yeah. So be on the lookout for updates on that. It's going to be at a different stream time because everyone else is across the pond. So it's going to be morning time for us, or for me and Lancer, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, that split sucked so bad. Here. I'm not taking a 1 minute time loss on the first split. Do like 90% due to RNG. But yeah, I have no idea what games any of us would be doing. There would likely be Link to the Past. I might do Minish Cap, but there's also a ton of stuff with Archipelago. There's Super Mario 64. Phantom Hourglass is in the works. But that's not going to be ready for a hot minute, so don't get too excited. There's Balatro, which I thought was cool. Everything available in the shops is a randomized check that has to be unlocked. There's Dark Souls 3. Elden Ring is not one of the options, unfortunately. Is that what that full link was? Good thing I didn't click it. Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing 2? I don't know. I don't know exactly what Diddy Kong Racing would entail, how that randomizer would work. I've known the randomizer exists for a while, I just haven't looked into it. Then of course there's also like Ocarina of Time, Ship of Harkinian, that sort of thing. Calm down, Lance. You know what I meant. Diddy Kong Racing as well. But yeah, just an absolutely bonkers amount of games. East. So we'll see. We'll figure something out. The best part is it doesn't matter what games we pick, because Archipelago will be able to plop them all together. Got 7 experience from him. That's pretty high. Not max, but pretty high. I would say that there is way more than that. Like, there's a huge directory. I think there's at least 20 games. No, I wouldn't ban you because that gives you the attention that you feel you deserve. I got 10 experience off of that, so yeehaw. Got my level up. Got another fight anyways because I forgot to go straight up and got caught in a tree. Might as well. I'll burn a little time, I guess. Really? Yeah. It's just not a good joke. And it's so brutally overused, which is where a lot of the hate comes from. If it was overused, but at least had some... That's awful. At least had some substance, that'd be something. Alright, our Guardians Crusade run's just not gonna work out today, because that sucked. 34 seconds, yeehaw. The hate is what makes it funny. That's fair. For the rage baiters out there, I suppose. Honestly, I barely even think about Hawktua anymore. Takes up almost zero headspace for me. I had to finish that sentence, so I wasn't able to put my soda down. Time loss. It's the cost of being a content creator. Alright, this will guaranteed level me up. Said the delusional man. What was that? I took an extra fight on the first route. What do you mean that didn't level me up? What do you mean? Alright, at least that fight went smoothly. That's fair. Alright, please level me up. I need the psychic points for Mushmare. Thank God. Same. My wife has told me before that I am incredibly easy to make laugh. All right, here we go. One, two, whiny. Psychic potion. Because of the previous luck. That was bad. No level up? There we go. That's what that's supposed to look like, give or take. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Believe that's level 6. Level 5, maybe? Fucking bow, Dad. We need a Guardians Crusade mod that adds bow, Dad the Potat. Also, Contributor has no right being as good as he is. He's wildly unbalanced. He deals so much damage at the cost of, like, almost no money. No level up? Are you serious? Dude, what are these experience drops? This is awful. Oh my god, the Guardians Crusade decomp. There are a couple of people sort of working on it. Like, as time in their life allows. I'm only level 6. Oh my god, the experience has just not been here. Good lord. I'm really hoping that this last fight is the one that gets me the level up. Because holy cow, this has been a nightmare of RNG. Please level me up. Thank you. Get me the fuck out of this cave. I forgot to check agility, unfortunately. If you want to do a clip, actually, Lancer, if you do a stream clip and check what the agility was when I left, I can't pause and check it. But if it's more than 20, then I should be able to skip the save before Toy Soldier or Toy Knight. Oh, that's valid. You have terrible luck with that nonsense. I'll just do the save. It's fine. Did I really turn it that much? Nope, we're fine. All right, first try slide. I forgot to split. Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't think that was too early. That should be fine. Ooh, I got nervous. Without stop. And just like that, we're 3.5 minutes ahead. All right, let's see what happens. We need to keep up good RNG. The run's not free. Honestly, the run's not free until you get to the final boss. That's the last point of the run where shit can really go sideways. I guess technically, RNG for getting the odd HP against Aizen is a thing. Like if you go into it with even max HP. Nothing's free except for Willy. True. Fuck off. Is the run dead? Is the run dead because my stats are bad? Is the run dead because my stats are bad? Alright. Let's find out if he one-shots me again. It could be a damage roll. Oh, I was just really unlucky. Fuck this game, dude. Oh, time lost for no reason. Oh, nice 10 damage, bro. That's 30. That's much better. 1. I only have 1 hamburger and I had to use it here. Almost died. I almost just killed myself to the explosion. Okay. Okay, attack once, then defend. Awesome, good work. Also, I like how the toy knight can fire goddamn laser beams out of his sword. Can you stop? Can you stop with these terrible damage rolls? Good lord. Toys are just OP in this universe? Dude, I guess. I don't like being under 100 HP right now. Nice. Okay, now we defend. Artificer, Toymaker uses Livy. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, my power stat is trash. Oh, no. Oh, it's so bad. That would be an Artillerist Artificer. I don't need to bomb on the last fight. That was a mistake. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely, like, we don't have to... This isn't copyright. We can both make a Toymaker Artificer. I do have some really fun Artificer boss encounter ideas, though, for Roya. 1, 2, good job. Maybe. My boss encounter has lore within the game, though. I can't talk about it on stream. East. All right, green dino, please. Cool. True. One. 2. Okay. We're at 1. We're going for 27-ish. We're gonna watch the max HP grow. I want to be around 400 by the time I'm done with the grind. One like Final Fantasy 1. Hell yeah. 1 attack. 2 attack. Defend. Two, like Final Fantasy 2. Dude, my power is so low. My strength is insane. I have 43 strength and like mid 30s for power. That's so bad. That's not what I want at all. Stop giving me dinos. One, two. Okay, that's 3. Like Final Fantasy 3. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. I love how featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series has been cemented into video game memes. Oh my god, stop with the dinos, please. I beg of you. One. Use the psychic potion. 2. Or like Final Fantasy 4. But we're gonna count up to 5 because of the extra rollover from the extra 300-ish. Never played Wild Arms 4, just heard it was bad, never heard of it. Which is not an indication of quality, just an indication of me not having heard of it. Finally a Bobo Dragon. Now it is 7. My power is finally getting some good boosts. I got 4 points off of that, starting to catch up to my strength. We'll see if it matters. See if it's not too late. Another fucking dino. I can double peach potion here. And we're up to 8. Okay, I was gonna say, where the hell are my enemies? Bobos, please. Oh, God. One. 2. 9. Oh my Christ. Oh. Going up to 11 on this one because of how many dinos we've gotten. We're losing so much time on this split, and there's nothing I could do about it. Are you serious? Okay, we're up to 12. This is absolutely bonkers. Hey, 13. Holy cow. Specifically the one where Jason is in space? What? Okay. Up to 15 because I hate Lancer. I have to go rest. I don't even think with the level up that I got enough psychic points. Oh, we've burned so much time. We can still make it up if we get good rest luck. What's current world record? Current world record is about 40 seconds faster than what I have. It's a 2:11:49. Or 2:11:46. Something like that. Finally, we're getting some Bobos. Okay, we're up to 17, like the current world record. World record is 5 seconds slower than world record. True. All right, we are now at a level where I can guarantee Bobos, which will be for a little bit. Dude, JJ902. The lore. The hold L strat. Oh, God. Lancer, I blame you. I need to run. I don't need to run. I didn't need to run. God damn it. I don't blame you, Lancer. I blame myself. I threw that away for no reason. And now we're fighting another dino. We're losing our mind. This run's over. I can't run from dinos? Alright, you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm done. Oh, I could feel my brain spiraling and I immediately lost the will to go on. We would have gotten out of that split with an insane amount of time loss. Just because of the unending amount of Bobos. So that sucks. Let's do something different. No logic, all settings, one off. I don't think it's worth it to only do an hour of that. because it's going to be like a handful of checks. And it's the automatic early game ones that don't require anything. Here, you know what? I know what we can do. Let's talk about what our plan would be for Archipelago. We'll just kind of have like a chill chatting time for a bit while this appears up on stays up on the screen for a hot minute. Yeah, no, I'm keeping it up. All right, let's see. Let's see, am I able to share this in a way that doesn't... Yeah, that's not bad. That'll do. There. Sure. All right. I don't know if this is readable in any way, shape, or form. Hold on. Appearance. Oh, that's so much better. Cool. This is now readable for everyone. Okay. So, let's see what we got. So there's a bunch of games that I don't know. So Another Crab's Treasure is an option here. I have only played that game entirely through like twice though. So I don't know about doing a randomizer for it. As fun as that game is. Balatro is on here, which I know Balatro isn't as fun for watching for you guys. I don't really have the community that's super into Balatro. But basically everything that's in the shop, so all of the Jokers, the planet cards, Arcana cards, everything is all locked away as checks. So basically I would be playing Balatro without anything until people find me things. Or I can buy them in the shop to unlock them. As well as finding people's things in the shop. So Balatro on Archipelago is kind of cool. Banjo-Tooie does have a randomizer through Archipelago, and I've heard that it's really good. So I actually kind of want to check that out at some point, mess around with it. Bloons Tower Defense 6 is interesting. Let's see, a bunch of games I've never played. A lot of Castlevania games, none of the ones that I'm super familiar with. Symphony of the Night, of course, is in here, but I'm not incredibly familiar with Symphony of the Night. Yeah, a lot of Castlevania games, but not Portrait of Ruin or Aria of Sorrow. Funnily enough, the two Castlevania games that I have the most experience in are not on this list. Which is a bummer. Let's see what else we got. Chrono Trigger's on here, but I have zero experience with Chrono Trigger, as we've talked about multiple times. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. None of those Order of Ecclesia. Damn. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 are on here. I could technically do Dark Souls 3 if I get a little bit more practice in that game. Here is Diddy Kong Racing. I want to know what the Diddy Kong Racing randomizer does. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my notepad. Fun fact, this is the notes that I use for the second half of the Guardians Crusade run. I'm just going to bump another tab and we're going to write down what games am I going to be actually looking into here. So I'm curious about Diddy Kong Racing to see what that's going to be all about. Donkey Kong 64 is on here and that's super viable. The country games are on here, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with those. Sorry. Earthbound is pretty cool. No, Notepad does not have a character limit. Notepad is fantastic. I love Notepad. It's been on Windows forever. Do you use Apple computers? Let's see. Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise is a randomizer that we don't even have a computer. Okay, never mind. I forgot that you didn't have a computer. Or I guess it wasn't that I was thinking you had a computer. I was just thinking in terms of like experience with computers. Yeah, Free Enterprise is pretty cool. It's a randomizer I've wanted to pick up again. So it is an option. It's a cool randomizer. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's basically find a bunch of chests to get some good starting equipment and then get some experience grinding and beat bosses and hope that you find items. Yeah, Free Enterprise is super cool. Let's see. I don't even know how this would work, but getting over it with Bennett Foddy, I don't know how that works in a randomizer. Oh, yeah. Final Fantasy 12 is on here. I guess I did kind of skip over this stuff, but Factorio is also on here. Factorio is a wild game to randomize. I refuse to do it. But yeah, we have Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 4, and 6. Two different kinds of Final Fantasy 12. And then Mystic Quest, Tactics Advance, and then the Pixel Remaster. Another Final Fantasy Tactics A2, whatever that is. We've also got the only Fire Emblem game on here is the Sacred Stones, but it is a game that exists on here. I have no idea what a Fire Emblem randomizer would look like, but honestly, that sounds so scary. A2 is Advanced 2. That makes sense. Got Friday Night Funkin'. Let's see. Hades is a really cool randomizer. I am not good enough at that game anymore to be able to, or ever, actually, I'll be honest, to do this, but Hades has a lot of really cool options. Because, for example, Hades has, like, I don't know what the setting is called, but basically you start with a certain amount of heat, which is like extra difficulty settings, forced enabled, and people can find checks that allow you to reduce the amount of heat that you have to make the game easier, which is pretty cool. Fire Emblem randomizer your units' classes and your enemies' classes. You can also randomize other things like what weapons do and character stats. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hollow Knight is kind of like a mainstay of like every archipelago that I've watched. I, however, have very little experience with Hollow Knight, so I won't be doing that. Let's see. Jak and Daxter is on here. I think this makes a really good randomizer. I just haven't played Jak and Daxter in too many years, so I'm leaving that out of the list. There's a bunch of Kingdom Hearts games. I've heard that Kingdom Hearts 2 is a really good randomizer. I have just never played Kingdom Hearts 2 in my life. K-On! After School Live? I don't know what that is, but it's a PSP game, so that's probably why I never had a PSP. Here's the one that I'm super intrigued by. What the hell do you mean, League of Legends? What do you mean, League of Legends? I'm putting it on here just so I can look into it and find out what the hell League of Legends is in Archipelago. Because that's wild. How do you do that? What? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Now we'll get into some Luigi and Mario games with the L's and the M's. We have Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. We have some Mario Kart games, Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't know exactly how this works, but I guess completing a circuit's probably a check. You could probably get checks from item boxes, maybe? I'm guessing. I have no idea. That seems cool. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is a fun randomizer. I do like it. Bunch of Mega Man games that I have zero experience in. A few Metroid games that I have zero experience in. Well, not zero. A teensy bit. I've beaten Fusion and Zero Mission. Not quite 100%, but I've played them. Let's see. RuneScape is on here. Got your Paper Mario games. These would be cool if I was more experienced in Paper Mario. They are cool randomizers. I've just never really played them. And then, of course, we have a bunch of Pokemon games. So Pokemon games, your goal would be to beat the Elite Four. So you would need to be able to get the 8 gyms and the HMs required to reach, to get through Victory Road and get to the Elite Four. Mystery Dungeon is also on here. I've never done a Mystery Dungeon randomizer. They sound awful. They sound so bad. With just how horribly unlucky it could be. But a regular Pokemon randomizer might be fun. I don't know if we want to consider that as an option. Like we could do like a Pokemon Platinum, maybe. I don't know. I'll just put Pokemon game, and we can consider that as something I might do for the Archipelago. But for Archipelago checks, that could be any items on the ground, shops, or like I could buy things from the shops. Defeating a gym and getting a badge could be a check. All sorts of stuff. So there's a lot of cool things with Pokemon. A bunch of stuff that I've never played. Risk of Rain 2 would probably make a fun randomizer, but I have very little experience in the game and I'm not super good at it, so we're not doing that. Sea of Thieves is interesting. Let's see. Civ 5 and Civ 6 is on here, but I have no interest in playing those. The Night of 100 Frights, dude. Classic gaming experience for sure. Sly 2 is on here. Not this time, but maybe in the future. I'll check out Sly 2 randomizers and see how those are to play. SMZ 3. Dude, I don't know. Oh, SMW. This is a Super Mario World hack. I'm 90% sure. I might be completely wrong, actually. But I think it is. But SMZ 3 is the Link to the Past Super Metroid combo randomizer. I've always wanted to try this. I'm so intimidated by learning Super Metroid again. because I have casually beaten it once, and that was on the Wii Virtual Console like 13 years ago. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Soul Blazer. Spyro 2 and 3 are on here. So we could definitely consider a Spyro game if that's something y'all are interested in. Because that's certainly something I could do. Star Fox 64 could be fun. Again, I don't know what this entails. I don't think it would be a good idea for me because I imagine some of the requirements would be like getting your medals and stuff. Bunch of games I'm not familiar with. Super Mario 64 is actually one of my favorite things to watch on Archipelago because you can randomize your moves, like being able to punch or kick or backflip or long jump, side hops, triple jumps. All of those moves can be locked away in the Archipelago. So this is fun. Super Mario RPG is a silly randomizer. I'm gonna put Super Mario 64 on here. Let's see. All right, really quick. I gotta step away for just a moment. I apologize. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Bam, bam. Thank you for your patience. The thing about your last message about the Grinch lyrics, I don't even know if those are actual lyrics from the song or not, because honestly, that actual lyrics, the lyrics of that song go pretty crazy. Let's see. So we left off Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 looks like a lot of fun, honestly. It looks like a good time. Super Smash Brothers Melee. I don't know what this would be. I think maybe like I get characters and stuff unlocked by the archipelago checks, and I have to beat classic mode a number of times. I don't know. All I know is I'm really bad at Melee, and I'm not gonna touch it. Ain't happening. It's an exact copy. Yeah. That's how it is. Binding of Isaac Repentance would be cool if I was better at the game. So I think that has a lot of potential for being pretty fun and crazy. I'm just not super good at that game. And we got our regular Zelda games, the first one, the second one, the third one, Link's Awakening. Ocarina of Time, now with Ship of Harkinian support. I'm not doing a Zelda 2 randomizer. But I will put down Ocarina of Time as an option. Minish Cap is also in here. So a Minish Cap randomizer could totally happen. I'm not doing a Zelda 2 rando. It's just not gonna happen. If Vinny can do it, so can me. Nah, I'm just not interested in doing it. It's not ability, it's interest and willingness to do it. Does not exist for me. There are other Zelda games here. Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, don't be fooled by them being here. Phantom Hourglass is in the works. It's not going to be available for some time. And then when Phantom Hourglass is done, that's when they're going to start working on Spirit Tracks. So don't get your hopes, don't get too excited. This isn't available yet, but I am excited for this to become real eventually. I have played some Link Between Worlds randomizer. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Coward, Scaredy Cat, and Coward. I would say Sticks and Stones, but they don't even affect me that much. We move on. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I have this on PS4. It's pretty fun. I like it. It's a silly game. Toe Jam and Earl. I've never played it. I've heard of the game, but I've never played it. I'm sorry? Just the Voltorb Flip minigame from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Hell yeah. Web fishing. That silly little fishing game that Grammy got me, that we only played a few times. Maybe it'd make the game good. And then that's it. That's the end of the list. That's all of the things. So that's fun. So I guess that kind of brings us down to these options as what we could do for an archipelago. I need to know what League of Legends randomizer does. I'm just so curious about it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to play League of Legends that badly or really much at all ever. But I'm just so curious. But yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Maybe I'll set up a poll. We'll see. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rando selection's bullshit. Sorry, dude. I don't know anything about that. And what do we got? You got Dungeon Dice Monsters, Ultimate Monsters, Forbidden Memories, and GX Duel Academy. Ooh. But yeah, I'll set up something. And we'll talk about them. I do want to check what the Diddy Kong Racing randomizer is all about. So let me see real quick. That's gonna be way up here. Let's see. So progression for Diddy Kong Racing is as follows. Balloons are required to access areas of the hub and track themselves. That makes sense. They are collected by winning races, with a few also scattered throughout the hub. So balloons are randomized. So let's see. There's 20 balloons from normal tracks randomized, 20 balloons from silver coin races that are randomized. The balloons from the Taj races, there's 3 of them. 4 balloons from the hub. The 4 Wizpig amulet pieces, the 4 TT amulet pieces, 4 trophies, 4 keys, and then the 2 character unlocks. So TT and drumstick. So one of the checks of this game would actually be unlocking TT. Yikes. But I think that's still pretty cool. Diddy Kong Racing might be a fun idea. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at for potential options of what we're going to randomize. So there's Diddy Kong Racing as a maybe. There's DK64, Final Fantasy IV, some kind of Pokemon game. Spyros will be 2 or 3. And then there's Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, or Minish Cap. I feel like you're all in on Free Enterprise. Yeah. I feel like we do enough Ocarina of Time on stream that I don't need to do it for an Archipelago, so I'm just going to cut that one out already. Diddy Kong Racing, I think I'll cut for now, because I don't know how... Because looking through the Discord chat, it looks like it's not super implemented just yet. But we got DK64, Final Fantasy IV, Pokemon game, one of the Spyro games, Super Mario, and Minish Cap. I need to pick back up Final Fantasy IV randomizer. I need to relearn a few things and then just dive back into that and remember where things are and what things do. But I do remember it being a fun randomizer. And then there's also a Pokemon game. So, you know what? I have an idea. I have a thought. Instead of doing more Guardians Crusade runs, and I know we're jumping around a lot, but stick with me. But instead of doing Guardians Crusade runs, we could do a bunch of streams where we just do these various randomizers and see which one we settle into and which one we kind of were having fun with. I think that'd be good for some nice stress-free randomizers. Because I'll be entirely honest, as I'm starting to get back onto speedrunning, to be fully honest, I don't know if I'm in a good enough space to do speedrunning right now. I don't know if that stress is going to be healthy for me right now. So maybe doing some goofy, silly randomizers where we try out various randomizer games and see what we like, see what we have fun with. Man, and your goat again. Which one? Which goat? I thought Root Beer was the one that had goats. Haha. League Rando needs to be a stream. That's right. I was gonna check out League Rando. Hold on. Let me look at League of Legends randomizer. Because what the fuck is that? Let's see, is this even like working at all? Okay, so it doesn't look like it's fully implemented. People are still trying to figure out how it would work. Basically, they're looking into like what kinds of things would be trackable. And item sanity, where like the shop can it wouldn't be going on to regular League of Legends servers. It would probably just be against bots. Yeah, I don't know. Without looking it up, what is the capital of Botswana? Answer now or die instantly. Capital of Botswana? This doesn't feel like very good news. I have no idea. Correct answer is Gaborone. Gaborone. No idea. I'll be honest. Didn't know that was a thing. I was tempted, but we're still talking about stuff. The temptation was really strong, and actually it was my first instinct to just hit the stop streaming button, but yeah, not this time. But yeah, so I guess League of Legends isn't real. So future streams, we're gonna be looking at playing some various randomizers of Donkey Kong 64, Final Fantasy 4. We'll pick a Pokemon game, probably Platinum. some Spyro rando, Super Mario 64, and then of course Minish Cap that we're familiar with. Now the stop streaming emote. Just save up your 1.337 billion wakas. And you just do that. But yeah. So I guess we'll take some time, figure out these, get these set up, and then play around with them. And we'll go from there. Yeah. That's probably where I'm gonna end it for tonight, because it's late on me. And I'll see you later. So let's see, what is today? Tuesday? Yeah. So no stream tomorrow. Don't forget. No stream tomorrow. Oh, is it? Is that what it is? All right. I set it up years ago. But anyway. No stream tomorrow, so we'll be back on Monday doing a randomizer of one of these games. I'll try to get them all set up so that they're at least operational. I have to look into them for setup in terms of like actually working through Archipelago, so I know that that's something that I can do. Dude, I know. It's gonna be great. Honestly, out of anybody, I think it's gonna be Gramian. If anybody is able to save up those points to cash that shit in, it's gonna be Gramian. I'm calling it now. But yeah, we're doing one of these. I don't know which one. But we'll figure that out on Monday. You guys are super cool. Have a wonderful night. I will see you later. Let me turn this nonsense off. I think you're the only one here, Lancer. Let me see if there's someone to write over to. Maybe Acoustic's still alive. Nope. Yep. Nope. Works for me. Have a great night. I'll see you on Monday.